Hello again. Open up your textbooks to page 50. We're going to be doing some word problems using multiplying decimals, everyone's favorite. So open up to 50 and let's look at 15. Jared sold 6 books at $3.95 each. How much money did he collect altogether? So this is a part-whole model. We have one part, but there are 6 equal parts because he sold 6 books. So I'm going to draw this out here even though it's in your book. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking for the whole, so the total amount that he collected, how much he received. We know that one book is $3.95. Since these are equal parts, and we know that each of these is going to be $3.95, multiplication is our best bet. So we're going to multiply one of these books by 6 because there's 6 books total. So go ahead and do $3.95 times 6. And tells us he collected $18.70 altogether. So since we had a part and we knew how many equal parts there were, we're looking for the whole, we use multiplication. Okay, number 16. And notice too, well, I should have written out a story. I made my chart and then I did my math. And then I should have written a sentence at the end. But when you do exercise 32, be sure to do those 3 things. Draw your model, show your work, and write out a sentence so that you can get full credit. Number 16, Rachel saved $20.05. Susan saved 4 times as much as Rachel. How much did Susan save? So this one we're comparing 2 things. We know how much Susan saved. So I'm going to draw a little graph with how much, no, we know how much Rachel saved, excuse me. I'm going to draw a little graph for Rachel showing how much she saved. Whoops. But I know that Susan saved 4 times as much. So I'm going to draw a longer graph here. I know that my parts aren't equal, but they should be. It's just bad drawing. So one of these parts is $20.05, just like Rachel's. But there are 4 of them. So I'm going to need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply $20.05 by 4. Tells me that Susan saved $80.20. Again, probably should write a sentence, but I'll leave that to you guys. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more. Moving on to exercise. So this is all it is for exercise 32. But now we're going to look at page 51 in your textbook, and this will be good for workbook exercise 33. So this says Sam had $30. He bought 4 sets of stamps from a post office. Each set of stamps cost $2.95. Wants to know how much money did he have left. So this, we're given the total amount Sam had. If you know what's a good idea, you do this on a piece of paper, draw it out, do the math, and then I'll do it here, and we can compare our answers. I'm still going to talk through it, but you should do it over there. Okay. So we know the whole. So if you need to finish drawing your model, pause. I'm going to show you my model. I know the total amount that Sam has is $30. I know that he bought 4 sets of stamps at $2.95 each. So each of these is worth $2.95. To figure that out, I'm going to multiply, hint. But what I'm trying to find is how much money he has left. So I'm going to do my work. You do what you think you should do. I'm not going to say this out loud. Use your noggin. Think about how you're going to find this answer, and then we'll come back and compare, and I'll show you how I got my answer. Okay, so here I first figured out how much he spent by multiplying $2.95 by 4. That gave me $11.80, but I can't stop there. That's just how much he spent. I need to know how much he has left. So I'm going to subtract $11.80, how much he spent, from his total starting out, which was $30. Once I do that, I get $18.20, which should be your answer. Okay, let's practice by doing 18. Excuse me. Let's practice by doing 18 together. I'm going to let you read this by yourself, draw your model, do your work, and then we'll talk about it all at the end. But I want you to try this one on your own. And I'm going to do it over here, and then we'll come back together. Okay, pause me if you need to, and I'm going to talk through it. So here, we had the parts, we needed the whole. So I divided up my bar into 7 pieces because I know she used 6 of them to make curtains, and each one of those curtains was 3.15 meters. And then I know she had 2.5 left over. So I had all this information, I just need to find the whole. So then what I did is I multiplied 3.15, so how much it took to make one curtain, by 6, the total number of curtains. I got 18.9, or 90 hundredths, same thing. And then I took that number, because that just told me all my curtains. I still needed to add the 2.5 left over. After I did that, I found my answer as 21.4, or 21 so either 21 4/10 or 21 40 hundredths was the total amount she had bought at the beginning. If you're still struggling with word problems, there's plenty word problems in your book that you can practice. In fact, let me get you the page number for that. You can do, so the next page, page 52, numbers 8 through 12, you can do any of those, and if you need more practice before you get into the workbook exercises, feel free and check them with a parent. But if you're feeling comfortable, you can go ahead and do workbook exercise 32, and Monday, I think, is when you should do workbook exercise 33.